It's your favorite Compas, and we are back with another edition of Compas on the Beat. On this episode, we have our quick recap of Monday Night Football between the Eagles and Seahawks, plus our takeaways from Week 15. We also have our usual segments, NFL Power Rankings, Burial of the Week, Una Mas. And this week on Avocado Roast, we continue with the Christmas spirit by doing a Christmas movie draft, which reminds me, Gilberto, don't you have a question for our viewers and or listeners?
I do, but I kind of have Christmas fatigue. Why is it not here yet? What day is it? 18. I'm already over it. Whatever. Let's hurry up and get it over with.
You're terrible.
Christmas
I would
week.
have a Christmas hat on right now, a Santa hat, if it wasn't ruined by Melissa's dogs.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought we were already well, sucks for you, by the way. But I thought we were already like in December 21st, but it's early the 18th. Okay, whatever.
That's only
But
3 days away.
I have fatigue already. But get a new hat, Fernando. Shout out to the dog there for doing that. But the engagement question of the week. Easy one. What's your favorite Christmas movie? I know the people here, the compas, are really excited to talk about our Christmas movie draft party, whatever. I like the one last week better. With food, I'm interested in that one. Movies, okay, whatever. I'll do my best to wake up. But get in the comments. What is your favorite Christmas movie to watch over and over and over again? The same way the Seahawks ran Kenneth Murray over and over again on the Eagles defense. But get in the comments.
Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Walker. Did I say that?
You
Wrong
said
player.
Kenneth Murray.
They both go by K9. Maybe that's what it is. But Kenneth
Yeah,
Walker
well,
the third wearing the 9 jersey. Thank you for the correction there, Fernando. And then audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, rate and
what?
review. And then come over to the comments on YouTube. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
All right, now let's go to Dan and Daygo and see what he's got cooking up.
Welcome all to another glorious Wednesday. You already know what it is. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, I know that voice. I know who that is. I know what program he's on. You're thinking to yourself, it's Dan and Daygo. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Because not only is today Wednesday, not only is today one day closer to the weekend, not only is it hump day, but it is the day your favorite program, Compas on the Beat, drops a new episode. You already know what it is. You already know what we're getting into. We're getting into all the week's takeaways from the NFL. Shout out, we get into it. We got our power rankings, which I'm sure is going to piss off a lot of people, but shout out to all you for listening. Make sure you get in those comments. Let that stooge, that scumbag, know how wrong he is and how much of a curse he is to everyone's favorite team. Shout out to all of you. We also get into our avocado roast, our burials, what. You already know we do it all here. So shout out for all you for making the right decision on your Wednesday and tuning into the program. But anyway, I know what you're all telling me. Enough of the dilly-dally, Dan and Daygo. Let's get with the program. So all the way from across the hallway, play the music, Nando.
Welcome to Compas on the Beat. I'm Fernando Ramirez. I cover the Chargers for the Sporting Tribune. With me, as always, my co-host, my tag team partner, Gilbert Manzano. He covers the NFL for Sports Illustrated. What's up, bro?
What's up, Fernando? Here on a Monday recording after what the Seahawks just blew. No, the Eagles blew the game. Seahawks. I wanted to write out the Seahawks, but I guess they're still in our lives here. But I'm doing well, Fernando. Had a busy weekend with football and then a couple of family and friends activities.
Well, that is definitely interesting. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, actually, no, because we went to Vegas.
That's right.
And got to see Vic Tafer, Paul Gutierrez, Adam Hill. Definitely awesome to see those three guys. We actually walked out of the stadium together. And literally, I mean, you could just imagine what the conversation was like when we were walking out. But definitely interesting to catch up with those guys. And then obviously got to see Heidi Fang. She says hi, by the way.
So she watches the show.
Yeah, exactly. So it was awesome to see everybody out there. You know, it's funny. I always there's not that many road teams that I like seeing, but it's always, well, the in division, I guess, because we get to know those guys a little bit more. But Chiefs, Raiders, and Broncos, I feel like we get to, well, You too, because you were on the
Yeah,
beat also.
yeah,
But
I used
you
to.
got to meet some of the beat reporters and everything. So definitely awesome to see those to see them. But yeah, I mean, we went to Vegas. Oh, and then we went to the what did I tell Wild Animal Park on Sunday. I didn't
Yeah.
really watch all that much football. So
What was
what
the best place like in terms of food wise that you went to?
in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, food. I mean, this breakfast spot. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a good spot. I just Uber eated it. Oh, the Chop Hass at the airport was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We went to some place at the Cosmopolitan, Moko Yoko something or other. I don't know. It was Pop was the one that chose the restaurant, but it was pretty. We had some good. We had some good ramen. I'm seeing somebody's face who went and they weren't too happy about it, but we had some good ramen there. But all right, let's bring the guy. Yeah, I need to go with you because you know exactly where to go and everything. So, but you didn't want to come. So,
Adrian O'Connell. Oh, actually, now that it was a historic beatdown, I wish I was there.
yeah, it would have been. Oh my god! At one point, like I literally like by the beginning, right halfway through the middle of the third quarter, I was done writing. Like I was like, okay, I'm basically done.
Oh,
I can't
man.
wait.
That would have been
Like
the easiest story ever for me to
oh,
write on deadline.
it was so easy. Like now, all eyes are
Yeah.
on ownership.
I probably would have
After.
stalled for a bit because I wanted to make a bunch of funny jokes, and then I'm like, okay, I'm trying too hard to make fun of the Chargers, and then I lost like 20 minutes there. That probably would be my issue.
Okay, see, yeah, no, I don't do that. I just get straight down to business, get it over with, and
Some terrible joke about it, and I just wasted time.
yeah, no, the jokes write themselves, so I don't need to. All right, let's get the guys in and see what they got to say. Good weekend, Vic.
Yeah, there was a little period of time where I thought I almost got sick there, but no, it was good. I got to see Gilbert on Friday. He showed up late to our Friendsgiving, but it was good.
Why do you say it like that? You gotta get some context, man. I mean, Victor, I'm not just late just to be late, you know.
I know. No, you're right. He had family to. He had already made plans with
I had a
family.
double header.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're a month out from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's more like Christmas, but we have a terrible name now.
Yeah, well, the other thing was too, we had the wedding around Thanksgiving, and then I got back late, so we kind of made up. We kind of combined it right before Christmas.
Everybody better be careful. I'm coming in hot today. No one is safe. I was about to say, Fernando, why are you asking Gilberto to show us around Vegas? We already know who the king of Nevada. I forgot which two ways to say it. We already know who the king of Vegas is, dude. There's one person, the GOAT, the legend. Shout out to him over there. And of course, Gilberto's late. I'm sure it took him an hour and a half to get ready. He had to get the right playlist before he jumped in the shower. What did you think about in the shower? You probably had some epiphanies in there also, like Jerry Jones and everything else.
Who takes longer? You or the law firm?
Definitely not me, that's for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so there you go. No, I was just wondering. No, because I mean,
diciendo cosas, my love.
I have buddies who they take longer than their girlfriends or their wives or whatever.
You need new friends then.
Huh?
You need new friends then.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm getting ready for something like an event, I do need a playlist. I need to get in the right mindset
You serious?
to get ready. Of course I do. It's the whole thing is to pump you up. It's a process. Can't just get in there, blah, 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 shave, blah, blah, blah. Here I am. No, it's a whole process, bro. Social Dan comes out, he's ready to mingle, dude.
What's the number one song on the playlist?
Number one song, probably "Beer Never Broke My Heart." Luke Combs. That's one that's one that's got to go on there.
Tell him what happened over on
Let me tell you something, Gilberto.
Uncle Joe took care of you.
Uncle Joe, another legend. We need to go to Vegas with more time.
He was there.
Yeah.
He ended up. That's why he was disappointed that you didn't go.'s like, if I came out, why didn't Gilbert?
Exactly.
No idea. Okay.
So we were.
Him and Jeff drove out together.
We were in
the Cosmopolitan.
The Cosmopolitan. Yeah. So he was gonna go get a drink at this place called the Barbershop, Speakeasy, and I guess it's the coolest thing because it's an actual setup in the front as a barbershop, and I guess they actually cut hair there, which I think is really cool. And so we go in there, right? And of course, oh no, sorry, we were walking away because we were going to go somewhere else. And then he texts Fernando, it's country music night at the barbershop. And I told Fernando, F it, we're there, dude. Like that, this is what we came for. Rodeo's in town for the weekend. I got a little concert out of it. Got to see Connor Smith. Shout out.
You met Connor Smith.
Yeah, Connor Smith was pretty cool, dude.
I have no idea who that is. Hockey player?
That's because you're terrible.
Hockey
I'll send you a song later. It's my favorite song by him is "I Hate Alabama," which is pretty.
Is he like
pretty banger.
pretty famous or what?
He's up there. He's a young guy, so he's growing right now. So I'll send you that song later, but it's a banger. I think the thing about the younger generation, right? It's more of a country rock, and there's no like. It's missing the twang sometimes on some of these songs. But anyway, so we're in this barbershop speakeasy. The first drink I ordered, Jameson, like double, dude. Like we're about to go hard tonight. And of course, there's another song that goes on the playlist for the shower. It's called Neon Moon. And I'm just there like the sun goes down on my side of town. That lonesome feeling. It's awesome, dude. We had a blast. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to try and go to freaking Vegas every December. I met some nice people from Northern California. They are ranchers up there. Great freaking people. Great atmosphere. Shout out to the rodeo, dude.
Memories. So every December when I was in Vegas, yeah, definitely the rodeo just takes over the whole strip.
Dude, I kid you not. Seriously, this just so you understand how important the rodeo is out here. I asked one of the ladies at the sports book working the bar in the Mirage. I was like, hey, are you gonna have the Charger game? She's like, yes, until the rodeo comes on, but it'll be on a smaller screen.
Wow.
Bull freaking shit that it was on the smaller screen. As soon as the radio came on, it was all over the big screen. I was like, all right, no worries, it's all good. I like these guys are pretty good for the most
even
part.
though Vegas is the home team playing a game, they still
exactly the rodeo took precedent. And everything else was just awesome, dude. So much country music all over the place. So I felt right at home. Now I just love Vegas in December. I'm gonna try and get out there next year.
So we all know that a big event coming up pretty soon is Strickland and Plessis.
Oof.
And over the weekend, there was some action in the stands. I don't know if you guys saw this. He kindly tells the family to move, and wham!
That was my favorite part, him asking the person to move.
Damn.
Yeah, it was insane, dude. Good fights over the weekend, though. Good fights over the weekend.
I don't know whose family he has to move, but Strickland is freaking nuts. Here's another angle to that video. So you guys it'll be a little bit further away, but bam,
vertical shot. This is why I love the UFC, though. I feel like when these guys go on their promo tours and all that, like there's real beef. And I think boxing and all that, half of it is just made up, you know? Yeah. Like for these guys straight up to square up at UFC, whatever number it is.
Really
okay, so hold on. Now we got some White. How did it happen? Let's go to Dana White.
A little skirmish in the crowd today between Strickland and Tricky C. I guess, what can you tell us about what happened and your thoughts on that?
So what kind of an asshole sits Strickland next to Plessis?
Yeah.
This asshole.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, you actually manually did the seating assignment for that?
I do every seating assignment every week. Yeah.
All right. So that's on you.
That was on purpose. Promo.
Yep.
Do we know
how fucking stupid is that? I mean, seriously. Well, I don't know what humans you can sit Strickland next to, but definitely not Plessis. You know, it was I don't even know how I missed that. And
the crazy part, I agree with you because they had just come to them on the camera and like Plessis went like that and like pointed an imaginary gun at Strickland, and then turned around and they started talking crap, and then that's when he asked the family to move. You know, who was right next to them was Brandon Moreno. Like Brandon Moreno was in that, like next to that family that he asked to move, and Moreno just jumps up and goes like that, and he kind of like walked away. But I agree with you. It was I thought it was a promo.
Yeah. They fight next month, I think, right?
Yeah, the 20th of January.
I'll watch that because of the promo.
Did you watch the ones over the weekend or no?
I didn't get a chance because there was freaking football on Saturday. Yeah, there's actually there's a lot of events this weekend too,
Dude, I
especially in Vegas.
I hate when they move football to Saturday. I woke up, it's over here. I'm getting ready to go. I leave. I go to my cousin's house. It's 11:30. All of a sudden, we're like in the third quarter of a game. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, there's football on today? They're like, yeah, there's football. I'm like, oh, God.
That first one, Bengals Vikings, was actually the best one. That was a good game.
Oh,
The rest
yeah,
were
with
kinda
Brownie
crap.
Yeah.
being like, they shouldn't
The
have
second
effing
half
cut
was-
me. Shout out to him, dude.
Yeah.
So
Brownie-
obviously we talked about it on Rapid Fire, but we all saw that
Oh, this is beautiful.
Sean Payton got into it with it was a one-way street. But do you feel like this maybe had a little something to do with it? Hold on.
Oh, we got a little something. A little double video action.
The Lions have been trolling Russell Wilson with nothing but future songs during the pregame warm-ups for 25 minutes.
Wow.
What do you think? What do you guys think? Is that fair or foul? That
Why
they're
would
doing
they have
that?
changed the music when Russell walked? Oh, when we walked off the field.
It's a road game. You can't have like the playlist that you want. You can have the Dan Daygo playlist popping.
Shout out, dude. Those would be
Like,
bangers.
what do you think? Fair or foul?
Oh, I think it's fair. I mean, he knows what he got himself into.
100%. I'm surprised they didn't make. I would have made Future the halftime show.
Yep.
I would have had him there 100%. The whole point is how can you get into your opponent's mind, obviously without crossing the line that we've seen before. All that's fair game. And I'll tell you, the other thing, I love watching Sean Payton do that because, number one, that's going to send a positive message to the locker room that he does not give a rat's ass who you are on this team, that you're going to play the way he wants you to, or there's going to be some consequences.
Well, Gilbert was right though. Like that non-touchdown call had just happened. So, he said this on Rapid Fire. He said that the non-touchdown had already gone, and he was probably already pissed off, and then he crapped all over Russ for it. But this is what he had to say after the game.
So the frustrating part of the sequence was the next run. So we'll leave it at that. No, I said the frustrating part of the sequence was the next play to Burton where we scored. I was upset about the call. That's all. Simple. That's it. No, I was upset at the call.
Speaking of frustration,
Yeah.
You get the 40-yard pass and then you lose the fumble. You had a chance to seize the momentum early. Just talk about that time.
No, listen, it's a difficult night, like you said. It was just one of those moments.
If you're upset with the call, what were you yelling at Russell about?
Listen, what I talk with Russell about, it's none of your business.
At least he got to
He
the
was
point.
about to
I
kill
like that
somebody.
question. He got the response, but at least he was right to the point.
Yeah.
I asked somebody from Denver media, and they said that they have never had a normal interaction with like that. Sean he's just to himself, comes out, does his media thing, and you know how some coaches like will be like, "Oh, this." He's just all about.
I mean, there's a reason to the success, dude. Like some of those guys who are tightly wound or whatever it is, like there's a reason they're in those spots. Like I'm sure everyone in your profession hates when they have to interview Bill Belichick or talk to him or people like that who are
unless
just
you ask them about long snappers or gunners or
yeah.
punters or.
Why don't
But
you ask them
everybody
about a little?
if you
Why
got
don't you
a
ask them
Super
about
Bowl-
ring cameras?
You got a Super Bowl on your resume. I think you could be kind of like a little dickish. Is that can
I
say
think
that
that's
word?
what happens. I think
Yeah.
that's what happens. Like when they win a Super Bowl, it's like you kind of see the flip switch.
But I mean, I think Peyton needs to chill out, dude. I mean, I was in freaking 6th grade when they won the Super Bowl. Like, we need to kind of refresh the resume, dude.
all right.
I was just gonna say to you
Go
guys,
ahead.
to you guys' point, like it kind of reminds me of Popovich in the NBA.
Yeah.
He yelled at Tim Duncan all the time. So if you're gonna yell at the guy making the most money, then if you go and yell at the guy who's on the number 53 player on the team, it goes, it's fair to everybody. So to you guys' point, I mean, he's
You
just
have
being
to.
fair.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to, dude.
And speaking about NBA, Victor, you seem excited about the banner being raised today. You're wearing the Laker hat.
Don't you dare bring up that garbage. Kobe
By the way,
Bryant,
did you guys hear why they're raising that banner?
No.
who cares?
Yeah, because the NBA forced them to.
Oh, okay.
Because
All right.
the
Let's
only-
blame them.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah,
what I
they-
tell the NBA, Adam Silver? Hey, kiss my ass. We got 16 of these things
That
up
ain't
here.
real.
Or 17. Sorry,
17.
17. That's
Yeah.
not real. I'll send him the SpongeBob GIF in the text. Imagination.
He says GIF, not GIF. Is your coach named GIF Smith or GIF Smith?
I don't
He
know,
doesn't-
whichever
he
one he said. How does he introduce himself?
You care?
Can't wait for that.
No, I don't care. No, yeah, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Damn it, you set me up for failure on that one. Of course, I want to get his name right.
No, it's
Damn
Gift
it.
Smith.
I know. Hold on. Everybody's gonna be angry with me. That's all right. Let's get it going. Everybody's
right.
gonna pile on. I'm ready.
All right, let's let's go now to the Monday Night Football game.
Oh, let's go to it. Let's go to it.
Obviously, the Eagles dropped their third straight game. They lose to Seattle 20-17 after a Jackson Smith and Jigba 29-yard pass from Drew Lock
Okay.
to score the game winner. Jalen Hurts goes 17-31, 143, 2 interceptions. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns and 82 yards on 13 carries. But this Eagles team just has not looked the same since they beat the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago. So I gotta ask, Gilbert, what's your level of concern on the Eagles?
Pretty concerning. I guess if I'm doing like a number, I go like a 7. You know, the schedule gets easier. They needed this victory though to kind of be in play for the number 1 seed. That's pretty much gone, I feel like, because you know, you needed the 49ers to lose one. Maybe they could lose one to the Ravens, but I don't see the 49ers losing 2. So you kind of lost the number 1 seed. Now you're a little bit in danger of losing the NFC East, but you play the Cardinals and then you play the Giants twice. They should, win the next 3 games. I don't trust the Cowboys to win a game. So, there's some concern there. If they get the 5th seed, it could be very concerning. But we won't really find out about this team for the playoffs because the Cardinals and the Giants won't test their poor secondary, their poor linebacker crew. They can't stop the run lately. I know I said Kenneth Murray, but it's Kenneth Walker III who kept running the football on them. That's why when Drew Lock couldn't get anything going, they went to the ground game and it worked. So even though the team was one-dimensional, they couldn't stop it. So I'll go with a 7 here. Very concerning on the defensive part, but I think they'll figure it out in the next 3 weeks.
No, I'm not. Vic.
Oh yeah, save me for last. I want
man.
my time.
I've been telling you guys, nobody wants to listen to me. So, and when it comes to the Eagles, I haven't. When you have what is their point differential now? 17. I mean, you have teams like the Cowboys, Cowboys, Bills, and the 49ers are all over 100-point differential. This team is just squeaking by. They've gotten, right now, as of right now, the fact that they just pretty much throw deep balls and then they run the ball, and then if they run the ball, then they do the Philly shove, and that's pretty much all they have in their bag. They went as far as panicking by changing their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like, why are you changing your defensive coordinator to Matt Patricia? Look, you saw the problem that he had with that Slay had with him. So I don't understand what the Eagles are doing. Like, you just came off a Super Bowl and you're already panicking. And I'm like, I don't know about you guys. I know Gilbert said he's got his is a 7. Mine might be a 9 just because I've been on it the whole time. Like, they haven't looked good. And Jalen Hurts is a big concern. Like, and it's not even the fact of how he's playing, it's the fact that he's playing hurt. And I give him credit for playing today, being sick, but there's a lot of problems with this team. And then the last point I'll make, guys, is I know we haven't talked about it, but last year we saw what happened with the Chiefs and the Bengals and the Rams. The Rams, you could tell having that 17-game season and having to go all the way to the Super Bowl really hurt them. We're starting to see it now with the Eagles and the Chiefs. I don't know what he has mentioned it yet, but I think that's something to keep an eye on.
All right, go ahead.
Look at this. Look at this, dude. I just like to say 2 things. One of them, I'll start with the beginning because, I need to get this one out of the way, and then I want to talk about something else. A lot of people say they hate being right. Well, let me tell you, I am not one of those people. Nostradamus strikes again. Because let me tell you, I don't want to rat anybody out here, but somebody was, talking that trash. Because I think Drew Lock is a solid player. Mind you, he's not a top 10. He's not a guy who's going to win you a Super Bowl, stuff like that. But he's a nice little. He's got a little talent, got a little skill.
Yeah, he
And
beat the
let me
Chargers
tell
a
you-
couple of times. That's why.
Exactly. Thank you. And let me tell you something. Someone laughed
Raiders
at
just beat
me.
them 63 to-
Someone laughed at me. I didn't hear them laughing after the game. Oh, you a shitty ass coach. You don't know what you're talking about. 92 yards later, we were extremely quiet.
Who's we?
I just don't know what to say.
When did you
I
become
don't-
a
He's
Seahawks
talking about
supporter?
me. He's
Oh.
talking about
I
me.
don't know what to say.
Drew Lock is trash.
I-
Maybe
Not
like a little
good.
Strike
feud during the
again.
whole Monday night game.
Everybody loves to make fun of me. Loves
was
to
watching
mock
Raw.
me, loves to mock me, but here we go. Once again, I strike. It's just, and don't worry, Frau, you're not the only one. I'm on a tear today. We got some more time though, so I'll come back to the others. I just don't know what to say, man. Like, again, you put Herbert on either of these two teams, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't care what anyone has to tell me on that one.
All right, how concerned are you with the
Yeah.
Eagles? Come on,
Here we
get
go.
those
I
guys.
got my shot out of the way. Now, moving more seriously, I want
They
to.
still
I
have
don't.
another
I don't
spot to go.
understand personally why they're slander against Matt Patricia, but I mean, it is what it is. I think, and honestly, talking about this, you bring up a good point
Matt
where it's
Patricia,
like,
the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator?
don't you dare slander his name, okay? Don't you dare. He's won, about 5 to 6 Super Bowls. I don't want to even hear it from anybody.
He's
But
rocket
Matt
science.
Patricia, the D coordinator, I like a lot. And going to your point, Vic, where you're saying that they're panicking and making the personnel change and everything else, I understand that. But in my mind, this is my opinion towards it. Like you've mentioned the whole time, defense does not look good. Defense is not doing what they need to do, especially with the type of personnel they have on there, and especially compared to what you saw last year. So I think, if anything, this makes more sense because I don't know who this. Obviously, I know he was the coordinator, but I don't know who he was before this. And I think, in
With the
my
Seahawks,
opinion,
no?
I have no idea. In
He
my
started
opinion,
he was with Chicago, and then he went to Seattle,
Yeah.
and then now he's with the Eagles.
There you go. In my opinion, this is a smart personnel move because, number one, Patricia has experience with winning Super Bowls with doing it with a lot less talent. Everybody forgets. I understand he had the guiding hand of Bill Belichick to go to the best to ever do it. The best there was, the best there ever will be. It is what it is on that one. I think there's an excellent personnel move because, like Gilberto mentioned, DBs are hurt. They don't have linebackers. Right now, basically what they have is defensive linemen, and even sometimes they don't show up in the run game and other things else. Patricia's done it. We can say what we want. Patricia's done it. Those defenses that he had in New England, they might have had some players, but a lot of them were bend, don't break, and make stops when you need to. That was a lot of the philosophy behind it, in my opinion. Yeah, you can go next right now. I'm almost done anyway.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I think that's a right move because, again, I like Patricia, the D coordinator. I understand him and Slay have beef, but you got to set things aside when you're a coworker. So it is what it is on that one. And the other thing I'd like to raise, honestly,
One more.
exactly, and then I'll be done. Frau, it's your fault. I needed a little extra time to get that last dig in. Are there questions starting to raise about Jalen Hurts? Last year he looks great. Last year he looks lights out. Last year he's not turning the ball over. The way he handled, the 2-minute offense and then the final drive. In my mind, taking a shot there when all you needed was 13 yards was Phillip Rivers-esque. And the quote after that game where Phillip Rivers did that was, well, shoot, I just wanted to win the game there. Well, shit, fire. That does me no good at all. Like, I honestly think the offense is going to be the bigger problem. They have way too many weapons on there not to be more successful than they are. Again, the Seahawks, I still think they're a quarterback away. But, I mean, it is what it is on that one. But questions for Jalen Hurts might start rising, especially because all this might start might start coming up because everybody wants to slander my quarterback who's making 50 mil. All of a sudden, Jalen Hurts or one of these guys starts struggling a little bit. I don't hear nothing from any of these jokers on Fox or Speak or any of this other stuff. So I don't know what you guys think about that little Jalen Hurts question. I got more questions later, but my time is up. I yield back my time.
I'll just say this. I'm with you on the Matt Patricia thing with New England, but he was also the coach with the Lions, and he was the defensive coordinator there. And this man decided he wanted to keep playing man when he didn't have the personnel to play man. So that's my only concern, and that's why Slay and him have beef. Also, is because of that. And he never liked the way he was played there, and now that he's with Philly, I'm sure he's not gonna like the way he's gonna have to play with him. So
Is
that's
Slay gonna
my
come
only.
back?
I'm sure he is. They haven't put
He
him
had
in.
like surgery or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? All I'm saying is,
Maybe that's why
I'd
they
give
made the change.
coordinator
He's not going to
leeway.
play for anytime soon. So let's do the change right now.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I think that's what it was too. But it looks like he's not. Like they said, oh, he might be an IR candidate, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like RER. So I don't know if they're just gonna write it out. But
I think honestly, though, there had to be some talks about that in the building. I don't think they make the change without talking to them and seeing what they're going to do and stuff like that. But I understand the head coach aspect of it. But the coordinator, I'll at least give him the benefit of the doubt for now. So, I mean, I guess we'll see.
All right. I'm just going to go with a 10. Jalen Hurts does not look good. His knee looks banged up. He looks slower. Dan even pointed out like 3 times that he probably could have ran faster if he wasn't hurt. I think that the defense is like you can pick your spots with the defense. You can go up and down the field on them. The offense, you can start noticing A.J. Brown starting to get frustrated. And so I don't know what's going to happen with these guys, but you could tell frustration starting to grow on that team. And I'm sure that locker room tonight or Monday night was not pretty at all after the game. So I like usually you want to lose 1 or 2 games right before the heavy stuff happens so that you can see what kind of a team you are. But if they can't blow the Cardinals and the Giants out both times, then they really need to start asking themselves questions. But I don't think Jalen's gonna get healthy anytime soon if he keeps on playing. So I don't know what's going on, but this is very concerning for the Eagles. The Eagles should be very concerned about what's going on right now.
I get why you guys are all concerned. Even the offense and defense is really bad, but like, are we gonna trust the Cowboys to do something? Anybody from the NFC South?
No, that was my thing. That's what I was about to say.
The goal is. The goal is not to win the division.
Okay, fine. But I'm just saying they're gonna probably roll into the NFC title game, probably get blown out by the 49ers, and to me, maybe that's not the worst thing. I guess
that's what I was gonna say. In my opinion, if it's not the Eagles in the NFC Championship, I think the Niners are going to steamroll everybody. I think this is their window now to win the Super Bowl. If not, who knows if it's ever going to come. Like Shanahan chokes again in a playoff and everything else. Like that's going to be a huge problem.
All right. Just real quick, what do you guys think of the Seahawks? Do you guys think the Seahawks can make a comeback? Can they make the playoffs?
Open, dude. I'll say I'll go first. Okay.
Well, they make.
You just said the 49ers are going to steamroll everybody.
Will the Seahawks make the playoffs? And then should they?
Yeah, he's talking about a wild card.
Will they make the playoffs? And should they keep Drew Lock over Geno Smith?
I'll go first, and that's easy. Number one, the NFC's wide open, so of course, can they make it? They can make it, probably. Who knows? They all suck. Drew Lock should be starting over Geno Smith. I think and I said this before in the car with our friend Sir Eric. I said the difference between Geno Smith and Drew Lock is more liable to turn the ball over. I think he can sling it a little more, but he's liable to turn the ball over, and that's the biggest problem with him. Geno Smith, he protects the football very well. He knows how to. What did you say?
Geno's reckless with the ball.
Yeah, they're both reckless and toss it down the field. But whatever.
Oh, really? When I've seen Geno, it's always no turnovers.
Last year, but this year he's been pretty bad with it.
Geno went to the Phillip Rivers School of quarterback.
He did.
You see what I'm saying?
For a year,
but how dare you frown? He's a deity to some people. You need to take it easy. All right. Yeah. So can they make it? They should. They can. Drew Lock season. By the way, I thought that was a great post-game interview. And again, I won't mention who. Someone was not happy. They were very upset about everything.
I kind of was annoyed with it. I'm like, dude, we don't need all day. We're giving you your cliche and your scheme.
You guys
then he started
terrible.
crying. He started crying about. I'm like, oh, it means a lot to him. Okay, fine. Take your extra 2 minutes here.
Dude, the guy went from being a starter in Denver to being ran out. And now he got a chance, and he beat one of the best teams in the NFL. It is what it is on that one. They're going to ask him, how do you feel? What does this mean? It is what it is. Let the guy have his moment,
They
dude.
should have Carissa Thompson handle the.
Oh, she could
post-game
make
stuff.
up the whole interview. Is that the one?
Yeah.
I spoke with Drew
go
Lock,
ahead,
and
Vic.
he said,
He said it meant a lot to him. Well, I guess he did. Say
"Yeah,
that.
exactly."
Yeah, for me,
Oh,
you know,
my bad.
it was a big win for the Seahawks. Like if they would have lost this game, would have been 5 straight. I'm like, I don't want to see you in the playoffs. They got it done, and you know what? Because Drew Lock won the game, F it. Keep playing the guy. Geno Smith could have won the other games, and I don't know what you're doing. Are you doing like the Drew Lock sideline
Yeah,
dances?
I was trying to. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I was
all
trying
right.
to do that.
Just keep it rolling. They won the game here, and now I'm starting to think maybe the Rams and the Seahawks will both get in. I think the Vikings and the Packers are starting to fade a little bit because the Seahawks schedule gets a little easier, but they're not going to do anything in the playoffs. But it's a nice
Let
story
the
to get in.
Packers fade, dude. Let them fade.
The
Goodbye.
Packers are fading. Why? Oh, wait. Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vic.
LaFleur.
Shout out. But what do you know, Frau?
Michael Mayer.
Hey, that 4 or 5
you
match is
know?
going to come up again. Buccaneers, Cowboys, Fernando.
Yep.
I'm telling
Year
you.
We're
two
gonna
of
get
it.
that, and then we're gonna get Seahawks, Philly for that 2 and the 7,
yeah.
and we're gonna get Lions and Rams
That's
for
the one
that
I
3
want to see.
6.
Lions, Rams, yeah.
But
That's
I'm
actually
with
not a bad. That's actually not
Slate,
a bad
yeah.
matchup.
Schedule?
Yeah.
yeah Buccaneers, and I think they are gonna make it now. You look at that schedule. I think they got through the hardest part. I mean, that was a gauntlet.
And they
What
lost
they
it
had to
all,
go
except
through,
for this
and
one.
they lost it all, and they lost them all, like you said. But I'm with you guys. I think I'm good with either guy. It's the same guy, and then I'll get to it when it comes to NFL takeaways. When we talk about backup quarterbacks, but I'll be talking about backup quarterbacks, and I think both guys are backup quarterbacks at this point. I think, as you guys have talked about, they're going to need a new quarterback during the offseason. But as of right now, with what they have, you go with either one. You should be able to get in the playoffs. Now, the only problem for them is that the Rams have the tiebreaker against them, so that'll be the thing there. If they need to hope that the other teams lose, because if they have the same record as the Rams are going to get in ahead of them because of those 2 losses.
Vikings play the Lions twice, so maybe they're the ones that could fall out.
Yeah, and you also have the Saints, but if the Rams beat the Saints, that pretty much eliminates them. So, I mean, there's a lot there to kind of think about, but yeah, I'm with you guys. Like I just mentioned, especially if the playoffs are laid out the way I just said, I'm down for the NFC if we get that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Real quick, Jalen Hurts just spoke. Let's see what he had to say about what happened tonight.
In those situations.
I've been talking about execution all year. Been on the same page. Everyone been on the same page, and we didn't execute. I don't think we're committed enough. Just got to turn it around. It's a challenge that we have to embrace. Just continue to see it through.
What do you mean?
He said, "I don't think we're committed
That
right
is
now."
huge,
which is
dude. That is
interesting.
huge.
Damn.
That's kind of the same thing I've been saying about the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs don't look like Travis Kelce looks completely different from the Travis Kelce before. I don't know.
No, what are you
what the-
talking about? He's like
Sorry.
another Argentinian fraud. He already got what he wanted. He's just hanging out now,
Travis Swift.
banging pop stars and hanging out. No big deal. He's on his
but that's
farewell
pretty telling if he said that. I mean, because I know he has a different demeanor, Jalen Hurts, but some of the words that he used right there, that's interesting.
Dude, what
I
more
wonder
do you
what
need
it's
than
about.
not
He's the one making the
committed?
turnovers. Like I don't get it. He's doing the
Yeah, I don't-
turnovers. So what-
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
God forbid you bring up these questions because everybody gets angry, defensive, and everything else. But someone, Justin Herbert gets an incomplete pass. All of a sudden, he's trash. He's not worth money. Oh, yada, yada, yada.
Speaking of that, let's go to your week 15 NFL takeaway. Take it away.
Yeah, let's get to our takeaways. Let's get Vic can go first. Go for
You want me
it.
to go
Dave.
first? Okay.
my
Yeah,
God.
go. I need some time for this one. Don't you
He
worry.
can't remember what it was.
No,
No, I got
I
it.
got it right here.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
it on
ready
my
to
phone.
go.
All right, go for it.
Mine is, I think from what we're seeing, all the injuries that we're seeing in the NFL with the quarterbacks, I think there's going to be a bigger priority on backups, and I think backup quarterbacks are going to get paid this offseason. We're seeing what Joe Flacco is doing. We're seeing what Jake Browning is doing. Jake Browning, I should say. You just saw with Drew Lock. On and on the list goes on. I don't think you can rely on quarterbacks to stay healthy, just with how defenses have changed now, how physical, how much bigger and stronger players are getting on defense. Unless as you guys have stated before about trying to protect quarterbacks, as much as the NFL as much as they want to do, it's still hard to protect them because you're seeing a lot more mobile quarterbacks who are not only dropping back but also rushing the ball, and they're getting hurt at an alarming rate. And so because of that, you're gonna have to make sure that your backup quarterback. It used to be that you had like a Peyton Manning, you had a Tom Brady, where their backups were just holding up the clipboard and they were making good money. You're not gonna see that anymore, unfortunately. That's why you're seeing teams spend early draft picks on quarterbacks, because they need backups. And now there's even that rule where you're allowed to carry 3. It's going to continue to happen now, that especially with the extra game as well, that's also taxing on quarterbacks. So for me, just seeing where the NFL is going, especially after week 15, I think backup quarterbacks are going to get paid this offseason, and I don't blame them for that.
That's the Easton Stick rule, the third quarterback on the roster. But
Either way,
5-year development plan there.
Either way,
exactly.
what do we get? Oh,
okay, you say that like you're proud.
I think it's cool. Backup QB is the best position in sports. Fact, I get drunk all the time. I don't have to show up to class, and it's just like being a real QB, but without all the pain.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But going back to that, I still think the salary for these quarterbacks needs to come back down or something, because I don't think when you tie up so much into one guy, there's not enough, to really invest in some of these other position groups, and it is what it is on that one. But going to my takeaway, because I'm not here to talk about that stuff. I was told again last week, I was mocked. They said, "Oh, what you know? You don't know nothing. The Cowboys are for real. Dak's an MVP." Let me read some MVP numbers to you, Frown. 21 and 34.
I thought your
134. I'm going back to it. Don't worry. I'm going back to that. Don't you worry. I needed to get this one in, because I will not be short in time when people mock me for my takes and they come true. 21 and 34, 134, 1 INT. That's an MVP if I've ever heard him, Frown. Wow.
3.9 yards per attempt. Pretty
wow. Bad. These Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? I'm not going to say who. Somebody needs to quit picking MVPs. They're all crashing and burning. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's all good. Don't be mad up there. It's all good.
Everybody's mad. I didn't pick him to win the Super Bowl, but I did like Dak for MVP.
Everybody's mad at me today. It's okay. Dan and Daygo can be right from
time
All right,
to time. Go with your take.
You see? They're mad at me, Vic. You see what's going on? But anyway, this is my takeaway, and it's going to kind of jump off from the same Jalen Hurts thing. In my opinion, what is going on with Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars? Like, that is another big-time game against a big-time team. Again, a team I don't rate. You guys can do that. That's cool. I get it. I don't know what's going on there, because, again, the defense is holding them up for, they were like 10 and 13 points, up into three quarters or something like that. But the offense can't sustain drives. The defense is out there for probably 2 times the amount of snaps. Of course, they're going to get exhausted, and all of a sudden they're going to put up points. Again, I understand you're angry. My mind works a little faster than my mouth. It is what it is.
Didn't you like the Jaguars to go far and be a good team
this is the difference. I'm criticizing them now.
Oh, okay.
Dang, I don't know what.
It's kind of what I do. I get a couple wrong, and I just admit to it. It's okay.
They're the best friend. I get it. You're angry, but let me get through this. I understand. They're like the worst, best team in the AFC right now. But this is what I'm getting at. This is what I'm getting at right now. In my mind, you're in year 3, I think, of Trevor Lawrence. I understand the chop house fiend, dumpster fire in the first season. Totally get it. But in year 2 of Dougie P, The fact that we haven't really seen some improvement, he has no ball security. He lacks pocket awareness at times. In my mind, fumbling the football from the quarterback just because you get hit is inexcusable in my mind. That's the number one
He
thing.
didn't get touched in the first one, but he just dropped it.
That's what I'm saying. I
Could it be his quarterback coach?
I understand. Oh, ball coach McCoy. I don't know what he's teaching this guy out here, but it is what it is. But that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know. We have not seen him progress. And on top of that, I don't know if his contract's coming up pretty soon or something like that.
He gets signed after year 3.
And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. You haven't seen that progress. So now where are the questions for Trevor Lawrence? Again, I understand he's not number 10 and he's not in LA. Everybody wants to be him and everything else. But where are the questions for Trevor Lawrence? He has not looked good this season with, I would argue, more weapons than last year. I don't know if there's a disconnect between him and Dougie P. I don't know what it is. I understand quarterback play has been going down literally, and they expect more money. I don't understand that to begin with. And this is why I will continue to friggin' pound on my desk every single year and say, do not sell out for quarterbacks you are not content with. Because I'll tell you something. Right now, number 10 is about the only one who's getting a lot of things from me. That's about it. I'll get 10. I'll get Burrow and
Mahomes.
No, not Mahomes.
By the way,
and that's another thing. Mahomes
Dan,
is a terrible leader, dude. He's over here trying to fight referees and over here yelling about his teammates on the sideline. Like
Dan,
I'm
got
so
you.
sick of this. Like, yeah,
I got you, Dan.
There you go. Tag in. Look at this. A spoiled child, dude. When has Justin Herbert done this and he hasn't won anything? No offense to him. I love Jay Herb. But
when
this
you
guy,
get 2 Super Bowl rings, you can do things like that.
Oh, you can do things like that. Oh, so we're going to make excuses. Hey, and this is, again, goes back to my point. You're bitching about wide receivers. Don't take the fat ass contract, guy. Don't do it. Take 25, 20 mil. Get receivers. Get offensive linemen. Get tight ends. I don't care. Yeah, exactly. Well, I've been saying this for a few years, but I mean, of course, I'm crazy. No one believes me. But
who's playing the best quarterback in the NFL today, Dan? I just want to know your opinion. Who's the best quarterback today? The healthy one that's actually doing something.
The healthy one? Oh,
yeah.
That's a tough.
Dan, are you ready? Are you ready with what I'm about to show you?
It's definitely not Patrick Mahomes, I'll tell you that.
I'm not gonna fight you there.
Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about. This is all
this is probably you call me a curse. That's probably a curse. When do you do this?
Oh yeah, it's it. Yeah, Logan Paul. I hate Logan Paul. I don't know what to tell you. I hate that he's in WWE. I can't stand it.
They're not gonna go anywhere now.
Yeah,
no, he's a good
I hope
wrestler.
not. I hope they get knocked out in the first round.
Talented.
I hope they have to go on the road.
By the way,
I hope
Gilbert, I did not even know that Jake Paul was gonna fight. I
don't know.
Yeah,
I'm over that.
Yeah. Who cares?
All
right,
right,
the other problem is like these guys, they're not worth the $50 million. Some of these guys, I don't understand why we're paying quarterbacks so much. But again, I'm a Neanderthal. I don't know nothing. I'm stupid. I wear sunglasses.
All right, okay, by the way, today the Chiefs will play the Bengals in the playoffs. I feel like maybe the Bengals could beat them with Jake Browning.
Who?
That's not bad.
Who?
The playoffs ended today. The Chiefs will be playing the Bengals in round 1.
The Bills
dude.
The Bills would be nasty also.
Give me
ahead,
Josh
Vic,
Allen, dude.
before we move on.
No, I was just gonna say to Dan, I one of the things that I keep listening to and hearing about why the Jaguars are struggling offensively is because Doug Peterson is not calling the plays. It's offensive coordinator Press Taylor, and it's been really bad to the point where people are are saying like, "Hey, why isn't Doug Peterson calling the plays?" At some point, kind of like what we just saw, you want to see Doug Peterson just say, "You know what? I'm gonna call the plays now because this isn't working."
Sometimes these guys are too loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he needs to do that. Like, in my opinion, he made Carson Wentz an MVP, goes down the tubes as soon as after that Super Bowl year. Wins. I don't think this gets talked about, and I've said it before on this program. The fact that he won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback, got him paid MVP, banging everybody, doing whatever he wants.
And he beat the quarterback that helped Bill Belichick win 6 rings.
Exactly. He beat the greatest to ever do it on the field.
And Howie Roseman is taking credit for building that team.
Yeah. I mean,
can you imagine, Dan?
What? How have you not progressed, Trevor Lawrence? I don't know what it is. It's all the sun in Jacksonville, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I can't disagree there. Finally, we agree on something.
The pool.
I know
The
who you're
pool
talking
in the
about.
stadium. The pool in the
All right.
stadium.
Let's go
I
now
don't
to Compas NFL Power Rankings. Gilbert,
Here we
go ahead.
go.
Yeah, what did I have? Sorry. Obviously, I have the 49ers number 1.
Of course.
Ravens number 2. It was a difficult thing. You got to find me a better team right now because it's a lot of crap out there. These backups are just, I should just probably do like teams with backup quarterbacks. They're playing the best right now. Eagles 3, I'm not as worried as you guys. I think they're still going to be the second best team. I don't believe in the Lions. They had a good game, but they're still a little fraudy to me. And then 4, the Browns. They earned my respect. 5, the Bills. I think I might have cursed the Bills because they are number 5. That 5 team never does anything for me.
And who would you rather have right now, Lamar Jackson or Joe Flacco?
Give me Joe Flacco. Did you see the numbers he's been putting up? He's gonna drop back there and sling it.
Okay, whatever.
Let me ask you a question seriously. You think it's gonna be a rematch, Raven Niners?
I can see that right now. Unless the Bills get in, maybe I can see the Bills making noise.
Oh, he's nervous. He's nervous.
Vic, go ahead.
I went with 49ers 1. I went Ravens 2. I put the Cowboys 3. I put the Eagles 4 and the Browns number 5. I wanted to put the Bills in there, but as you guys said, I don't want to jinx them. They're on a good streak right now, but
is that why you don't want to jinx the Bills? Because your pick?
I know, yeah, because they're my Super Bowl pick.
Is that what we're doing now with these rankings? Don't jinx the 5.
No, but they have a better record. They're 9-5. The Browns, they have a good point differential. I know Dan and Daygo doesn't like that, but that's
computers. It lies.
Yeah, they lie. I get it, but I gotta go with what I've been seeing. The only concern I do have with the Browns is a lot of their offensive linemen are hurt now, and you know they barely ran the ball.
They keep winning. It's weird.
I know. You lose Bitoni there. It's that's my only concern, guys, is with the Browns. But I mean, Browns Ravens is going to be nice, and they play each other right in a couple of weeks. Or
the last game of the season, I think they played.
Joe Flacco, like Captain America, went into the ice and was rejuvenated. He's back with a vengeance, dude.
The Browns and Ravens played each other twice. DTR game when they got blown out.
Oh, you're right.
And then they lost in the
it's
fourth
the
quarter.
Bengals who play. Yeah. It's the Bengals who play the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens lost to the Browns. I remember. Yeah.
All right. I went 49ers, Bills, Browns, Ravens, Eagles.
Ravens.
All right, Dan. We need a tiebreaker. I'm already assuming you probably
what are you eating?
Yeah, what are you
I
eating?
chew. My bad. Can you hear that? My bad.
No, you're good.
I
You should have brought me some. I chew.
Candy?
Yes.
Those are bomb. Okay.
We had no calories either.
Yeah. We had the same points. Browns and Eagles. What's your tiebreaker, Dan?
Give me the Browns.
Okay, I got it right then.
I'm not a big Ravens guy. I'm not a big Ravens guy, and I'll tell you why. I don't think they've been impressive with the Chargers, and the Chargers, you could see dumpster fire. I don't think they were impressive with the Jaguars, like Trevor Mahomes. Look how you copied. God dang it. Trevor Lawrence makes one or two correct reads or passes. It's a totally different game. It is what it is.
Oh, well, hell.
I'm not impressed.
If you take away 80 rushing yards, they would have only had.
It's not the same thing. All I'm saying is they haven't been in control of games like I would have expected them to be. Them having, the type of talent.
We're gonna get to that. All right, let's go to now to our picks. Our picks this week. Last week, Vic went 5-0. I went 3-2. Gilbert went 3-2. Dan went 2-3. So I am 43-27. Vic is 37-33. Dan is 34-36. Gilbert is 34-32.
What do you think? What's gonna be a tiebreaker, huh? We'll be up in this freaking
I just did it by the alphabet. I
do have the tiebreaker because let me tell you something. Who picked the Bills and who picked the Cowboys? Ooh, boom, got them.
Doesn't matter. I got more than you last week.
All right. Let's go now. Browns at Texans. I'm gonna go Texans. Gilbert.
Browns at Texans. Give me the Texans. Why
not? Vic.
Give me the Browns.
Dan.
Browns.
Seahawks at Titans. Give me the Titans. Dan.
Look at the hate just seething. Like I could see you're seething. Give me the Seahawks.
Vic,
With Dan, give me the Seahawks.
Gilbert.
You know what? You sold me on Drew Lock. Give me the Seahawks.
We're doomed.
Here's my curse.
Jaguars at Buccaneers. Give me my Bucks. Dan,
Yeah, give me the Jags.
Gilbert.
Buccaneers.
I can't go against
Vic?
the Jags.
I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. I like their defense.
Yeah.
49 or no, Cowboys at Dolphins.
Oh,
Shoot.
I'll go
I can
first.
go. I'll go.
Oh, okay.
I'll go. Cowboys.
Give me the Dolphins. Gilbert.
man, this is a fraud bowl for sure.
Look at the
Ugh.
hate.
At least
Look
one
at-
team has been the winning team. The other one hasn't.
Look at the hate for the Vape King.
No, yeah, okay, fine. Make me look good, Cowboys. Fine.
I was about to say you can't go against the Cowboys. Give me,
I never do, apparently.
give me Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins, dude. Mozart's
Nice.
gonna come out.
Ravens at 49ers. Give me the 49ers. Dan.
Give me the 49ers by a mile.
Go to Gilbert. I'll go last because I want to see what happens.
Gilbert.
It's what Dan and Daygo said. 49ers by a mile.
Are you kidding me? You're
Give me-
over here hyping them up, and you're gonna pick the Niners?
I already
Give me
went
the-
through against you, okay?
Give me the Ravens.
All right. Let's go to Dan and
Which
Dago
one?
now
I
and
didn't
see.
hear that one. You went
Yeah, Ravens.
49ers?
He said Ravens.
I
Oh,
went
you
Good
did?
luck,
Ravens.
Okay.
dude. Godspeed.
Sorry.
Let's go now to Dan and Dago and see what he's got cooking up for us.
I know what you're saying now. You see me again. You're saying, hello, Dan and Dago, my old friend. Well, it's good to see you all again. And let me tell you something. It is getting into that season, hoodie season. We all love hoodies, right? Shout out to hoodie season. Not only is right now the time where you're starting to get your pumpkin spice lattes and all that other crap, but let me tell you something better that'll keep you warm. Shout out to Compas on the Beat. We got hoodies over here. Go check them out. I kid you not. You know me. Dan and Dago is always a truth teller. I kid you not. You can get that hoodie, put it on out of the package. It's going to be comfortable. I kid you not. One of my favorite hoodies that I own. Absolutely love it. I love that now we're getting into the hoodie season again. So that way I don't look like a maniac wearing a hoodie in 80-degree weather or whatever. Check it out. CertifiedCompas.shop. Go over there, order a hoodie. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong. Black Friday's coming up. Colder weather's coming up. Christmas is coming up. Hell, for Halloween, I don't know. You want to dress up like your compas? Shout out to all you. Go and get it. Go and do it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Absolutely, you will not regret that purchase. So once again, go to CertifiedCompas.shop. You will not regret the hoodie. And real quick, don't forget, check out our other shows. We got a little House of Horns. We got a little What's Up Bolts. We got a little regular Compas on the Beat. We got a little combat Compas for everybody who loves fighting. And if you love everything, the champions, be sure to check out Compas FC over there. The lads have got you covered. But anyway, let's just get back to the program.
Thank you so much for that, Dan. You are a gentleman and a scholar. All
That's
right.
what I do here.
Now let's go to everybody's favorite segment, Burial of the Week.
Hit it. Hit it.
All right.
Starting with
I guess I'll start it off real quick. So we jumped on our freaking flight on Wednesday to head to Vegas, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, there's a lot of movement on the flight, on the plane before we even take off.
This was terrible.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it was so funny because it said we were going to take off at 3 and get to Vegas at like 4:30. Dan's like, it takes an hour and a half. I'm like, no, they do it to cover their ass just in case if we get there, if we leave a little bit late, they can cover themselves. And when we get there, they're like, oh, see, we weren't late. But whatever, we're sitting there. There's a lot of movement. They're asking people to move, all this stuff. And I had my headphones on, and I'm like, okay, it's been 25 minutes. Why aren't we moving? I take my earphones off, and the lady comes up, and the row in front of us says, hi, there's actually a family that's separated, and they'd love to sit together. Is there any way you guys can get up and move? And I go, are you kidding me? It's like, it's a 40-minute flight. And they did that for 3 different people. They want, because I guess there was a child involved, but get the hell out of here. It was the mom and then the child, and they wanted the father to sit with them. I'm like, this is so stupid.
Prepare
So-
better, family.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They,
it was
they didn't
so
want to
dumb.
pay. They didn't want to pay the select seat feature, and they got on there trying to like, dude, don't delay the flight. That's 40 minutes. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we had stuff to do. We had to go hang out with Uncle Joe and Jeff and
Exactly.
everybody. So
Frowns
we
said,
had,
"F them kids."
yeah, no, that was so dumb. Like, really, for a 40-minute flight, you're gonna do all this stuff? So it was just dumb. And then lastly, this clown, Mr. By the way, I'm surprised nobody gives George Clooney flack for making tequila and cultural appropriation, but we get mad at other
Exactly.
people.
For sure.
Exactly. He's garbage anyway.
George Clooney says that there's not enough drugs in the world for him to return as Batman again. Who the hell is asking you to return as
Yeah,
Batman?
exactly. Yeah.
Like, get the hell out of here. You were a terrible Batman. Nobody wants you as Batman.
It almost cost him his career.
I'll be honest, as a Bruce Wayne, yeah, he'd probably be awesome because he has the persona. If it was a standalone Bruce Wayne film, but it involves Batman, he is terrible. No, thank you. So I had to bury him because he's a jackass for this.
He might be
one,
the
like-
most overrated actor. Is that a little hard to say?
No, it's not. I can't remember really seeing a lot of films with him.
Yeah,
that I'm
besides
like,
Ocean
damn.
11, right? Like, that's
By,
I
by
know,
the
I
way,
know.
speaking of that, I have a complaint about both that Ocean's 11. They what the hell? They have Ocean. They supposedly they're gonna make an Ocean's 14, and I'm like, Bernie
It's a
Mac.
prequel. It's a
Yeah.
prequel.
No. So
No more
George-
prequels. No
George-
more prequels.
George
No
Clooney
more
spoke
sequels.
about how they have a script ready for for another Ocean's movie, and
He's dead.
I know Bernie Mac is dead, so I don't know.
No,
how
so
they
is
were-
his character.
Danny Ocean.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead in Ocean's 8.
Who cares? It's
Oh,
an
is that the
irrelevant
one with the-
franchise.
Yeah.
It is
don't
what
know.
it is.
I don't know.
It's garbage.
But they
All
have
of
a
it is
good-
absolute filth.
Did you watch Ocean's 8?
I did.
Did you?
No, I'm not. I don't even know which
You
one
go
it
from
is.
11, 12, 13
I'm
to
worried
8.
that
What the
I
hell?
know
No,
which one it
okay.
is.
But
I'm
now
not
you
going to
know-
get set up for this.
Oh, he just said that. He came out and he
Yeah.
said that
Who
somewhere.
cares?
I just
George
saw the
Clooney's
headline.
trash.
And then the prequel.
The only
to
good
me-
thing that came out of that Batman was Poison Ivy. That's what I'm going to leave it at.
but the
Mr.
prequel. to me,
Phrase.
it's Margot Robbie and
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that to me
They're
is
playing
like,
they're playing the parents. It takes place in the 60s. So I kind of like that concept, especially
Yeah, because
with
they
those
do
two.
the timepiece. Everybody loves
Yes.
the timepiece.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
No,
I'm
I'm
okay
good.
with it.
They're gonna lure me in for a trap. I'm good. I already got lured in for a trap today. I don't want it anymore.
Wonka wasn't that. Well, no, yeah.
Wait, let's get to my
Wonka.
burial. I'm gonna change.
We
it
watched
all
Wonka
up.
today. He wasn't too happy.
It was garbage, dude.
All right, who's next?
Go ahead, Gilbert.
All right, I won't spend too much time, but might as well, rip the Amazon Prime broadcast because of their terrible streaming delay and lag. And Victor, you reminded me, like, I'm over there, like, maybe 2 weeks ago trying to, like, catch up. Like, there's been a couple of times where I watched the Spanish version because that stream is not as bad as the one on the English broadcast. I don't know. Maybe I have terrible Wi-Fi, but I'm always, like, 10 minutes behind, I feel like. But my real beef is, like, with just Amazon in general. I freaking ordered something not too long ago, and it was supposed to get here on Saturday, and I was really excited to get that product. And they're like, "All right, we'll just give it to you on the 24th." The 24th? That's like a whole week. What happened to this? What am I paying Prime for? Like, it's supposed to be quick. I've never had a Prime order delayed for like 6 days. I get it's Christmas, but who cares? It's a regular day to me. So it's over quickly, and then your freaking broadcast sucks for NFL football. And then I never watch your freaking your shows besides the boys or the Gen V. Yeah, crap over there. Anyways, I just want to bear them for 3 different phases.
No,
I don't have any Wi-Fi problems out here, Coach. Out here,
For Amazon Prime, it's slow.
Amazon issues.
So
Guess who's
worse.
not having Amazon issues and who's on Twitter talking shit?
Wait, so JB is too having
Yeah,
problems?
he was talking about it, and he's like, some guy from Montana was like, "I don't have Amazon issues," and then he goes, "No crap, there's only like 8 people in Montana." He's like, "Come out to LA," like,
Oh, it's a problem in LA for sure.
yeah. No, that's what that's all. Whenever I'm on Twitter during Thursday night games or whatever, I notice that it's people from LA that are like, "Hey, like this streaming service sucks." But
Yeah, but when I was watching, the Chargers were down 21-0, and you're over there tweeting 49-0. What the hell?
Oh, really?
No, I don't want to make the joke. But
Yeah, luckily I was telling you guys, I was flipping through the channels, and it was on Fox locally. I was like, oh, I can get behind this. If you're gonna put that Amazon Prime game on local TV, I'm all for it because.
But I think it's only because it's a local team.
Yeah.
Because
I
Dan said
tried,
he
I
got
tried
it
2 weeks ago. They didn't have it for a local channel.
Let's see, because we're getting another local game
Yeah,
with
I
the
think it might
Rams,
be
so
local,
we'll see.
Yeah,
if
because
that's
Dan
what
said that in the hotel at Vegas that he got the game also on TV.
All right.
Yeah, shout out. I gotta watch that cluster F on TV live.
In a hotel.
Oh yeah. I went
Well,
drinking
sorry about
after.
you.
I got I went to a concert, so it was awesome. It is what it is.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
All right. So remind me what I was going to bury, and then I'll
Las
start
Vegas
talking about.
Strip.
Oh yeah, the Las Vegas Strip. That one, it's not a big deal.
You're
you
just
know?
praising them.
No. Like the only thing I don't like is that I hate how like I can't just cross the street anywhere. I gotta go half a mile to find a bridge somewhere and then get up and over. First world problem, not a big deal. Shout out to my Nevada people. I love Vegas. I love going. I'm gonna try and go next December. We'll see. This is why, okay? I'm so sick of Hollywood and what they're coming out. They have no fresh ideas. They have nothing left. We saw Wonka today, and again, a prequel. Another prequel. I'm so. That's not a ringing endorsement over there. He has terrible taste. I'm so sick of this stuff. It wasn't like it, and I think the problem with these new writers and directors and everything, they have good pieces. But overall execution, not a fan. Don't like it. Not very good. And it is what it is on that one. My an idiot godson over here. His idiot godson was like, he was like, "Oh, you just don't like that? It was a musical." Not true at all. I think The Greatest Showman is one of the best ones done, where it's like similar in the sense that a guy who goes from rag to riches with his company or whatever it is, and it's a musical. Excellently done. Makes you feel everything. You're on a roller coaster with Hugh Jackman the whole time. Absolutely phenomenal film. This one was not. Hollywood needs to close its doors for about 10 years, reinvent himself, get all the weirdos out of there, and try and come up with something better. One thing that looked interesting, that looked like a fresh idea, was the If movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that trailer yet, with John Krasinski film. If, not it, not a clown.
with the
Imaginary Friends. Not a huge fan of Imaginary Friends. I think half of the time they're demons. I wouldn't let my kids have any of those, but the film looks interesting, and at least it's a fresh idea. So it is what it is.
I told you, Dan. I went to go see two original. I went to go see the Holdovers, which is an original.
That one seemed good. Seemed good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an original thing. And then I told you about Godzilla, like that with the Japanese director. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I went to go see it. Like, I'm with you.
Like it's just getting bad. It's going from bad to worse, dude. And it's like, that's why I'm so sick of supposedly more Marvel movies are coming out. I'm on Alberto's train now. High five to you. You got me on it. I'm done with Marvel. I don't want to go to another one. I don't care about superheroes. I'm done, dude.
Well, there's only one coming out next year, and it's Deadpool. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
I thought Madam Web also comes out.
No,
that's Sony.
Here's another hot take. I'm tired of seeing Ryan Reynolds everywhere. I'm not a fan of his. I like what he's done with Wrexham. I'll give him credit. Shout out.
Yeah.
Not a fan of his movies.
That is soccer show or this reality show?
It's a reality show. He bought a soccer team, like a fifth division.
Is that good?
Supposedly, he bought like a fifth division soccer team, and he's moved it up to the third division.
I'm thinking about watching it. Yeah, as it.
I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. I mean, it's entertaining. The two guys are comedians or whatever. They're funny, I guess. But I mean, either way, it's interesting. Like, especially if they cover them getting promoted, everybody loves a good feel good story of.
The one thing is, I think he bought it without his wife knowing, so they've crapped on each other on social media before.
It is what it is. I'm sure it didn't cost him half of his net worth. That club was all the way down, and everybody loves seeing a nice little elevation story where you kind of buy something that's shizer and then you build it up. So, I'm sure it's good.
Go ahead, Vic.
Oh, you want me to get into mine? All right. Well, I'm going back to the well, and it has to do because I've been getting with the Ohtani contract. So I keep watching people, whether it's on TikTok, on Twitter, on my social media channels, and everybody keeps complaining about this Ohtani contract and how it's so unfair to the rest of the league. the fact that he's deferring $668 million. He's only going to get paid $2 million a year, and then in 2034 he's going to start getting paid $68 million. And I'll say this: I'm not going to bash the San Diego Padres because they're a small market team and they went out and signed players, and that's what you want to see. If you have beef with the contract and the fact that the Dodgers took advantage of a player who's making a lot more money off the field and he's deferring his money, that's on him. If you can't go and sign a Manny Machado, you go sign other players and they want to defer the money, that's on them. That's not on. Blame the owners. They're the ones. The San Diego Padre owners went out and spent money. It tells you that there's money out there to be spent. Now, why are you complaining that you have guys in San Diego on the radio station complaining about this contract? You got people in San Francisco complaining about this contract, and you got people in St. Louis complaining about this contract. Where this because they're all the rivals of the Dodgers, and I understand that you're upset. And then you have Alex Rodriguez coming out and also bashing this contract when you got the highest paid contract ever. Money. Nobody was saying you weren't saying, oh, this is bad for the rest of the league. What's going to happen with the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's? The Oakland A's just left their city and leaving to Las Vegas because their owner is so cheap. Like, blame these things on the owner. Stop blaming the players. And I don't understand why when someone is smart about how they do things, we just talked about the brotherly shove and how it's a great play. When someone does something smart, we should praise it instead of like, oh, we got to get rid of deferred money now.
Exactly.
I just don't understand this. And so that I'm just going to bury people who are complaining, and mainly is Alex Rodriguez, because you made a bunch of money and you weren't out there complaining when you were getting paid. You didn't care about the rest of the league. You cared about being the highest paid player and getting paid for what you deserve. So I'm burying people.
He wants to talk about what's bad for the league. Exactly, Gilberto. Have him show us his piss test history. That's what we can talk about. It's bad for the league. Well, actually, no, that's good for the league. Let him use steroids again. Let him start hitting homers.
Those were the days, right?
Dan will watch.
Exactly. I'll watch that. Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
It's just, but I feel like sometimes they just do it for clickbait, to be honest, like radio and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Dan, why don't you real quick? You don't have to use names, but you were told something about a contract defer.
It was so I don't even want to say it because it would give it away, but it was just something very stupid talking about trying to get away with state income tax. To the listener, please hear this. You can never escape the tax man. He will find you. Ask Al Capone.
Somebody told Dan that that in a couple of years, Ohtani will probably retire and go to Florida
Texas,
or
somewhere
Texas,
with no state income tax.
State income tax from
California.
What?
Yeah, Dan's like, you can't escape it. You're getting
it's stupid. You made it in the state. You made it in the state. You're not going to ever escape that income tax. You know, it's just like in the military and other places. You don't pay the state income tax, or you don't pay the tax of the state you're stationed in. You pay the tax of whatever is your home address or whatever it is. So a guy getting paid in the military living in Florida, but his home address is California, he's going to pay that California income tax. Like, it is what it is, because obviously he's being forced to move over there, essentially, basically.
But it's why do you think the players hate going international?
Yeah,
because they have to pay the tax that's in. So like when they go to London and Germany, now Brazil, we don't know how. Yeah, they're gonna have to that one game. They're gonna have to pay taxes.
Oh, don't worry, Brazil will just rob them in the airport, dude.
Brazil.
Same thing with boxing. That's why they find in Vegas for a reason.
Would you go down there or no?
Go where?
Brazil, if you were sent to work.
Yeah, why not? I don't know how things are right now, but that'd be pretty.
Good luck,
cool.
Dude. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm
all right.
sure it's not the best, but yeah.
Let's move on to.
You know where I want to go? I want to go to Colombia.
Oh, I ain't coming back. All right.
I'm sure you'll come back, Frau. I'm sure you'll come back. It'll be fun for a little bit, but that's like living in Mexico, dude. I can't do it.
As soon as I hear a woman go coño, I'm like, oh, all right. All right. It's the Compas movie draft. We're doing a 3-round snake draft for each compa, picking a Christmas movie. Our viewers can choose who has the best one. I think Vic, you're going first, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Give me Home Alone.
Damn.
Who goes
Grinch.
next?
Me. Grinch.
Give me
I'm last again. Jesus.
Megan
In
doesn't
the
like
basement.
Give me Jingle All the Way.
Ooh, that is a
Damn you.
banger.
Then give me a Home Alone 2.
Okay, man.
I can't watch the first one, but I got 2.
We're
at
gonna
least.
break them out like that.
Yeah.
Give me the Santa Claus.
Wait, who did you go?
It's my
You had
turn
to.
now. I get the snake.
Yes.
Oh,
You
my
guys-
bad. Okay, go ahead.
Now you
Okay.
gave him one. Good job.
Shit. Sorry. You know what? I'll do a funny one. Friday after next.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That is a banger.
The Santa Claus.
Give me The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Give me Die Hard.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Go ahead, Vic.
Die Hard.
Die Hard 2
No,
or
no,
what?
no.
No. Hold on. Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
My
you're
bad. Sorry,
snake.
I'm over here trying to.
You're good. You're good.
Give me Just Friends.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know which one that is.
I'll show it to you, Dan.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
It's
It's
with
my
Ryan
turn.
Reynolds.
I'm gonna go with the. Don't want to watch it, especially. I'm gonna go with a funny one. Also, give me Daddy's Home 2.
Oh, that's a good one. Give me Elf.
Oh, that one's garbage. That one's garbage.
Oh.
All right,
It was my
finish
turn,
it off,
right?
Gilbert. Yeah.
Bad Santa.
There we go.
I'm not a big fan of Elf. I don't know the hype around it. I can't get into it.
It's all right.
All right. Before we head out of here, I just want to Gilbert. You're a big Harry Potter guy.
Big guy. Big guy.
I'm sure
that
you
guy,
would
pal.
love. I'm sure you'd love to do this. Watch this.
Oh yeah.
Look at that zip lining, but
Really?
on a broom.
What if you drop the broom?
I think you're just an idiot. That's hilarious, dude.
Would you do that, Gilbert?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Are you kidding?
Where
This
can
a
you
guy.
do this anyways?
Who knows?
Huh?
Where's this at?
I don't know.
Is he trying to beat Harry Potter's Quidditch record there?
I don't know, but
Exactly.
that thing was hilarious.
He
by
already
the
took
way,
the quiz and he knows what house he's in. And
Gilbert, is
everything. He's a
this
big Harry
how you asked the law firm out?
Where are we going?
Hot Cheetos are red, Bud Lights are blue. Will you be my modelo and I'll be your fool?
Maybe I'll steal that one for Valentine's Day. This guy really likes himself. Like he's feeling himself in this picture.
Obviously, before we do head out, I obviously wanted to hold on real quick. I wanted to wish this guy. Oh, I didn't let me do it. Hold on.
No, we're good for now. We can get out of here.
Before we
It's
go,
all good. It's all good.
I
Fran.
wanted to.
We can head on out. We can head
I
on out.
wanted to.
Your birthday?
Hold on,
Let's
hold
go.
on, hold on,
Let's
hold
go.
on, hold on.
Your
You can
birthday.
head on out.
Before
Gilberto, it's been great.
before
But you know what? Let's get
When's your
out of here.
birthday?
A
No.
massive wall of a man as an offensive tackle. Ready? Oh, good. Still perfect form. Look at that. So amped up. Or I
Shirt's
would not
backwards.
mind a speedy whiteout. Like
You
that.
did not have to
Call
bring
me
this up.
Usain Bolt or the Flash.
You use that version? Are you kidding me? You're an asshole. You use
well,
that
I just
version.
wanted to wish my little brother
What
Dan
is your
and Daygo.
birthday?
It's all
it's on
good.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's on Wednesday. I just wanted to wish Dan and Daygo a very happy birthday.
Of course, you use the
Happy
one where I'm
birthday.
short-winded. You couldn't use the Stone Cold Steve Austin one.
The best part is your sister laughing while she's
Yeah.
recording.
Oh yeah.
I don't
she had
know
a
if
hell of a
I still have that one, but I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday,
Shout out.
Dan.
Thank you guys.
Happy
Thank you guys.
birthday.
Thank you guys.
Obviously,
Thank you guys.
you are the best. And what is this? Okay, I need to bring on another one. I don't know what this is, but I guess we'll all find out together. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't find it. My bad. All right. Actually, yeah. Let's see. What is this?
they run out of food, right? And then all they had were
Okay. I know what that is. Okay, I didn't know what that was. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody. Dan, happy birthday again.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, there you go.
Hate you, fellas. Thank you.
He hates when I do that, so I'm probably gonna hear about it right now after we are done. But make sure you guys wish Dan a happy birthday in the comments. Make sure you tweet at him and make him feel loved. But we appreciate. Well, before we head out, Gilbert, go ahead.
Yeah, a quick promo, and Dan, I hope you get a nice tall Diet Coke with no ice on your birthday.
Shout out. You already know it's
maybe
rolling.
you find a nice lady on your birthday too. How about that?
Vegas next year, December, rodeo time, dude.
Go get
I'm
yourself
going to a ranch and I'm never coming home.
But help the Compas get the Super Bowl Raider Row and maybe the National Finals Rodeo next year too in December.
Shout out.
Check out the link in the description. Imagine us covering that. It'd be kind of pretty cool, actually. Pretty fun.
But he's the only one that has a hat.
Well, I'll get hats.
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah, and also give us
gonna
money
get
so I
your
can buy a hat too. There you go. But link in the description. There's a PayPal link, and you want to donate to help us get to the Super Bowl Raider Row. Much appreciated. The Duck will appreciate it. And we're not trying to steal your money. We just want to, make it go to housing and equipment and creating amazing content with the Compas. No pressure. Tough time of year. I get it. We got to buy Dan Daygo a birthday gift. Apparently now, I just found out your birthday.
It's all good.
Wednesday.
All good.
Or you can check out one of the live shows. We do a Compas live on Monday. We do a Compas live on Thursday. House of Horn goes live. Occasionally, Wub goes live. Pretty cool, by the way, when we reacted to the, not for Staley, but Staley and Telesco getting fired. We had a bunch of people jump on the live there. One of our most viewed live, channels, and it kept going for Monday. So that's pretty cool. So if you can, a sticker. We had a couple stickers. Shout out to Jesse Trejo. That was pretty cool. We had a couple donations coming in last week too. So maybe we'll get you a sticker too. So you could donate, PayPal link, or jump on the live, or even when you check out one of our videos, there's like a little tab that says like thanks, I think, or like a heart, and it says thanks. Another way to provide. So no pressure. It is December.
Yeah, no, and I know everybody wants to see Dan and Daygo and Jamal Hill 2.0. So
shout out to
hopefully we get to see.
I already told you, fam, we need a boxer, a UFC competitor or champion, and then pro wrestler.
Exactly. Oh, that one. Yeah, no, definitely. Or maybe
Where's the Super Bowl after this one?
Or New Orleans.
Oh, we're going from one party capital to another.
And I think like Fat Tuesday's the Tuesday right after the Super Bowl or something like that.
Wow.
So
what's Fat Tuesday? Is that the Mardi Gras thing?
The Mardi Gras, the beads and all that stuff.
Oh, we might have to stay out there for that, dude.
But yeah. Again, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for checking out another episode of Compas on the Beat. Don't forget, next week we will release this on Wednesday because Monday is Christmas, and we're gonna wait until Tuesday to record. So make sure you guys have the notifications on because we will be dropping this. But again, thank you guys so much for jumping on with us. Actually, before we do go, we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that. We hope that you get to celebrate with the ones that you love and the ones who love you. And for those of you who are expecting Santa to come down the chimney on the 25th, I hope you get everything that you put on your Christmas wish list, like Dan and Daygo. So definitely thank you guys so much for checking us out. Again, have a great holiday season. Thank you guys again. We can't thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts. But for the time being, ¿sabes qué, Gilbert? Vámonos.
One more time. Happy birthday, Dan and Daygo. Ya nos vamos, pues. Vámonos.